going to talk about those words today. Instead, I want to give you some very common alternatives that native speakers use in everyday conversation. Firstly, instead of saying hi, you could say, hey, okay, what's up? How are you doing? How's it going? And if you want to be even more informal, you could say, yo. That's common amongst Americans. Or you could say, sup, which is obviously short for what's up. Again, those are very, very informal, so I wouldn't recommend using them at work or with a professor. On the more formal side of things, we have phrases like good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Okay, those are standard phrases. Native speakers don't always use them in everyday casual conversation, especially good evening, good afternoon. Those are a bit more formal, but they're totally fine to use in any situation. So those are the basic greetings we have in English. Now, obviously, if you meet somebody, you want to ask them what their name is. And be very careful. In English, we don't say, how are you called? How are you called? That's completely wrong. I know in a lot of languages, that's how you would create this sentence, is how you would structure it. But in English, we say, what is your name? What is your name? Or if we're putting it together when we speak quickly, we would say, what's your name? What's your name? The only correct response would be, my name is. Or again, if we shorten it, my name's. For example, my name's Michael. What's your name? Now, if you have a nickname is another name that is not your official name, but it's what you like to be called. You can say, my name's Michael, but I go by Mike, for example. I go by Mike. Or you could say, my name's Michael, but I prefer to be called Mike. I prefer to be called Mike. So, you've introduced yourself. You've asked the other person what their name is. You can also say, pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Nice to meet you. Great to meet you. And if you want to be really formal, you could say, it's an honor to meet you. I can't really think of too many situations when you would use this. Maybe if you met the president or somebody influential, you could say it's an honor or a privilege to meet you. And if you want to be really, really polite, if somebody says this to you, they say, it's a pleasure to meet you. You could say, the pleasure is mine.